Morning, everybody. Dale here from Scrapyard Rescue. Today's video is going to be a kind of a little different. All right. We're not going to be fixing anything or working on anything or doing anything like that. What I wanted to get this video out, kind of let people know where I'm going in this next year, what's happening, get your opinions, from the subscribers I got. You watch the video, give me your thoughts, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. What I'm talking about is, a couple weeks ago, I got a notice popped up on my phone, and it was from YouTube, and it was congratulations for being a YouTuber for 5 years, and it was like keep up the good work, great job, all that kind of stuff. And I thought about that, and I thought, 5 years? It doesn't seem like it's been 5 years that I've been doing this, but apparently it has. Well, then I started thinking about, well, I've been doing this for 5 years, and I don't even have 1,000 subscribers yet. So, obviously, there's a problem there. And I've been thinking about it, and the past couple of weeks, and there's some ups and downs to all this. The reason I started doing this 5 years ago was basically to give me something to do. I'm in my 70s now. I don't have a full-time job. I'm on Social Security. I kind of live up here in the mountains. It's I did it for something to do, and I like working on old cars. I like tinkering with stuff, cars and motorcycles, and that kind of stuff. I've always had that in my in my DNA there to I like to do stuff like that. So I thought, I could do a YouTube channel. Why not? Doesn't seem like it's that difficult. So I started doing stuff, and I was getting some subscribers, and I was getting some followers, and some of my videos were doing pretty good. And like, I think the first or second video I put out got like 37,000 views on it. So I thought, wow, that's pretty good. And I know that my videos aren't that good. I understand that. I realize that. But the thing is, when I started this, I told myself, you're not going to go out and spend a whole bunch of money, on this YouTube channel. I'm on a fixed income. One thing is I don't own a computer. I'm not even hooked up to the internet. Everything I do for my YouTube channel comes on that phone right there. That's it. I told myself I'm not going to spend all this money and to do something that I'm not sure is going to work out. I figured if I got to the part where I had hoped that I could get so I could monetize my channel, and I thought, if I made like $100 a month from YouTube, that would be really cool. I mean, I could use that for gas money going something, or or I could use buy a part for the car. I could get a better camera, those types of things. But after 5 years, that hasn't materialized yet. So I'm still using the phone. So that's where that goes. That's why the videos aren't that good. I can only edit what I can do on my phone. I can't add a bunch of stuff. you know, I would have to hire some kid to come and help me do stuff, which then that's money going out. I'd have to pay him with no money coming in. So so here's what my thoughts are. One thing is I'm not going to go out and get any more project cars unless one just falls in my lap. I'm not going to go spend money on a car and bring it back. I see a bunch of cars locally around here, you know, within a day's drive, some that would be really cool projects and stuff and everything, but I'm not spending the money on them. I'm not going to go get them. I'm not going to do all that. You know, it's just, all my income goes to these cars and I don't get anything back. So I've decided that I'm going to try to finish up my 3 cars I have. They're basically, you know, 75% and up finish. My Fairlane number 1, I need to install a carpet set in it yet, and I need to do the trunk stuff. I want to put a trunk mat in it and get the spare tire and all that stuff all put in there, so it's all kind of back to factory, and you know, all that stuff is done. Eventually, someday, I would like to upholster the seats in it, but that ain't going to happen for a long time. You know, the lowest bid I got on a per seat's $1,000, so that's out of the question. Fairlane number 2, it needs an exhaust system. So I talked to the exhaust guy just a week ago, and it's another $500 to have an exhaust system put on the car. That car needs a headliner. The headliners aren't that expensive. You can get them for under $200, but to put it in is a whole different story. Won't do that myself. I'm not gonna take a chance of breaking the windows. You know, take the windows out, get the headliner. You know, you have to put new seals back in. The seals are a couple $100 per window. The chance of breaking the window if you don't know what you're doing is very high. You know, I would have to hire somebody to do that. So we're talking probably at least $1,000, you know, to do the headliner. So that ain't gonna happen for a while. I did get a set of carpet for it the other day. I got one out of a car at the wrecking yard. The carpet was still really good. Came out of a 62 Mercury Meteor, which is kind of the same body platform they used on the Fairlanes. That car was a 2-door, where mine are 4-doors, so the back part of the carpet didn't fit exactly, you know, perfect in the 4-door, but it cost me $10, so it's got a really nice set of carpet in it, and so that worked out. The other stuff is I've got Fairlane number 2 also. I have the original engine and transmission. The original engine is sitting in the machine shop over in Medford being slowly rebuilt because I just don't have the couple $1,000s to go give to the guy and say, just finish it. My goal on that car is that I would like to get the original engine, you know, back. I have the transmission out there. Pull the engine and transmission I have in the car back out and put the original one back in and hook it all up. So that car can be a factory original car. I thought it would make the car worth a little bit more money, not a lot, because these aren't real collector cars. You know, they're not Road Runners and Camaros and, you know, where everything needs to be factory to make them top dollar. These cars aren't ever going to be top dollar. And then I think about that, and I think, well, I've already rebuilt this engine, and I rebuilt the transmission, and I have it all in there, and it runs perfectly fine. So I bother? And then, you know, I don't know. I put a post on one of the Fairlane things that I'm throwing around the idea that I would sell the engine that I have in the machine shop. Sell that transmission, the whole works. It would all be rebuilt to somebody who needs an engine. So that's still an option. The other things, it's just, you know, I don't know what else I can do to build up my subscriber base. You know, I don't want to spend 5 minutes on each video. Go and subscribe to my channel, you know, hit the thumbs up, like button. Everybody knows that. You hear that from everybody. So I don't know, maybe it's not a bad thing if I do that. Everybody else does it. I just don't like it. I hate it when I'm trying to watch a news station or something and they're like subscribe and this, you know, this, and it really works good, and blah, and they're waving their hands around and stuff. I hate that. I turn the guy off when he does that. And you know, so my thoughts are, and my questions are to you guys that are watch these videos. Do you have any advice? What would you like to see me do in videos? Keep working on the cars, you know, maybe find an old motorcycle or something I can work on. I've done some videos on stuff on that, you know, and that got to be the point where it was turning into a money pit, so I sold it. You know, I just, the other thing is where I have to do these projects. You've seen in the videos where everything is outside. See, I don't have a shop. What I have is a yard. It's all dirt. There's nothing out there. I can't just get a cherry picker to lift the engines and stuff out. I got to get my neighbor to come over with this tractor, and that's how I pull the engines out of the car and put them back in. Because I can't, if I lifted one up with a cherry picker, it's going to sink 6 inches into the dirt, and then it's all stuck there. I can barely get a freaking floor jack underneath these cars sometimes. I have a bunch of plywood sheets out there that I got to stuff under the car wherever I want to do stuff, just so I can get a jack under them. It gets to be a lot of work. This isn't, Vice Grip Garage where you got 5 different lifts in your thing and $1 million worth of tools and, and expert friends all over the country that, do stuff and come to your shop and, things like that. It's all just me. I have been, on the past few videos we've been working on, I have a friend down the road that he's been helping me, and he's been doing, some of the video stuff, which is working out a little better. But the car projects are his. He doesn't mind doing the videos to help out my channel, but those projects, well, it's good in a bad way. They're his, so he's spending the money on the parts and stuff. I just go down there and we work on them and we do a video and stuff like that. So that kind of works out a little bit. But I can't count on him all the time. He's got a life, and stuff like that too. So he's got things he needs to do. He can't be, babysitting me and trying, spend all his time trying to help me out. So, it's getting to the point where, am I getting kind of tired of going nowhere? And the answer to that is yes, I am getting tired of going nowhere. And now it's the beginning of January. Our weather is starting to turn here. It's getting crappy. We haven't got any snow yet, but that doesn't mean nothing. Tomorrow there could be 2 foot of snow on the ground. And then I'm basically shut down until spring. So it's, it says I can't go out to the garage and shoot a video, I'm just sit here in the house like I do. So I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. How much longer should I give the channel to see if it's actually going to go anywhere, or if it's just, wake up and smell the roses thing? You're not any good at this, just give it up, and spend your time fishing, something like that. So that's just kind of what I wanted to talk to everybody about and kind of explain to what's going on. I'm not sure how many car videos I'm going to be able to do you know, over the next few weeks. I'd like to keep doing stuff, but I don't really have anything to do. You know, I just, I don't really have anything to do here, and I can't just go to my friend's house and say, well, I'm doing a video on your car today. You know, maybe he doesn't want me there that day. Maybe he doesn't want me doing a video on his car. So I kind of have to wait for him to call me and say, hey, you want to come down and work on the car, do a video. Is kind of how it's been working out. So with that, without dragging this on for, you know, forever, I'm asking you guys out there that do watch my videos, what's your idea? What's your, tell me what you think I should do. If you see some things I'm doing bad in the videos, which I'm sure there's a lot, point them out. Say, you know, you got to quit doing that. That's stupid. Or try doing this. This might help you. You know, do that for me. You know, and if you're not a subscriber, you know, please do subscribe. You know, and do the stuff that helps me get my videos put out there by, you know, for YouTube. You know, the comment things and the thumbs up things and the sharing, you know, all those things help a guy promote his channel through YouTube. They'll see, oh, people are actually interested in this guy, so they'll put my video up out there. If you don't, they don't. So that's kind of that way. So anyways, I just thought I wanted to get that out, because I'm not real sure what I'm going to do here for the next, you know, I don't really know what to do. Like I said, I don't have anything to do in a car. I have to do something. I got to spend money, order stuff, you know, get it, you know, so it's just, you know what I'm talking about. So anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and end this video, let you guys go. Please, if you watch the video, please think about what I'm talking about. I'm open to suggestions. You know, just give me some tips. Give me some pointers. Tell me something that you might like to see me do. You know, say, hey, you try doing this. And then, you know, if it doesn't cost me a fortune, I might be able to go do that and see what happens. So anyways, I'm just going to let you go. I'm sure you're pretty bored, you know, with this. I don't know what day it is today. It was Saturday, so there's probably no football on. So, you know, go ahead and, you know, watch the video if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I will just see you later on, hopefully we'll get another video of a car or something going and something, you know, interesting. And in the meantime, guys, just have a good new year and stay safe, and thanks for watching.